Welcome fans of YouTube. It's been a while since my last Tyranid video, and it was quite popular, so I just thought now with the new 6th edition rules out I would make another little video about how my army's getting on. As you can see, this is a 6x4 table. I've got just about enough room to get a few books on the edge here. You are looking at 10,007 points of Tyranids all in here, and that's with absolutely no upgrades. Usually I'll take most of these creatures with, you know, various different upgrades, but just to keep it simple for adding up the points, I just took them at the codex base points. So I mean, if I give you a quick rundown of what we've got here, we've got the main centerpiece of the army is the Hierophant there. I've done a video about him a while back ago, so anybody that watches my videos will be able to see him close up. Either side of him we've got a couple of barbed hero jewels. They're also Forge World, unpainted at the moment, but I'm not too worried about it because they haven't got a great amount of detail on the models, so I'm thinking I can bash them out fairly quickly. Next, just to the one side of the big guys there, we've got a Melanthrope tucked away in there. He's a Forge World model too. I've started painting him, but I don't really use him that often, and whenever I do use him I'm a bit disappointed, so he's probably going to stay unpainted for a while. Next, at the front of that, we'll do the HQ. We've got a Hive Tyrant there. That guy has actually got wings, but then again, in my points count, I didn't count him with wings just for simplicity. Behind him, we've got another Hive Tyrant with a load of Devourers, and then a Swarm Lord there. That's a scratch-built Swarm Lord from an old Carnifex. Just in front of the Hive Tyrant here, we've got a load of Tyranid Shrieks, which are the warriors, but with the Forge World wings upgrade. I think they look pretty sweet. We've got a couple of Tervigons here, one fully painted and one at the back there just waiting to go. Over this side we've got 3 Screamer Killer Carnifexes with a couple of homemade drop spores behind them. Up in the building here we've got 3 Lictors, and just in front of the building we've got 6 Zoanthropes. In front of them we've got 30 Gene Stealers and a Broodlord. 5 Hive Guard in front of them. Just next to them we have around, I think it's 45 Hormigants. Okay, let's swing over the other side of the board. Here we have 12 Warriors, all unpainted again, sorry. A couple of Carnifexes there with the Devourers upgrade. I think that's a good choice for them. A mini ocean of Gargoyles here, half painted, half not. Some of them are plastic, some of them are the old metal models. Behind them, 3 Trigons, mighty Trigons. Next to those guys, we've got a whole cluster of Spore Mines and 3 Biovores. Then a Morlock here with 6 Raveners around him, but I never really use Raveners. I haven't worked out a good use for them, so they're pretty much just, you know, that guy at the back there hasn't even got any arms on. 3 Venomthropes tucked in there, 8 Yamargle Gene Stealers, 11 Ripper Swarms, and then a mighty ocean of somewhere in the region, I think it was 140 Gaunts at my count. So that's like the, you know, your meat shield for any Tyranid army there. I think it's a, you know, a necessary evil. So I'll just take a few minutes just to talk to you about the new rules with Tyranids involved. Some of the things I really like about the new rules is wound allocation just in general. I think that's quite cool now, the way that you take them from the front, because you know there's no hiding your special weapons anywhere in your unit and things like that. I really like the idea of challenges as well. I think that works really quite well, especially when a Space Marine captain challenges a Hive Tyrant. That's always funny to watch. A lot of people that I've seen on the forums when the rules first came out were a bit worried about how it would affect Tyranids in general. And I've got to say, I feel like I'm in my element. I'm absolutely loving the new rules for Tyranids. It doesn't work for every unit so well, but monstrous creatures now, you know, you are laughing with the ability that you've got to rip tanks apart. A Trigon with rerolls to hit with its Scything Talons, or indeed even a Carnifex, now gets a free Hammer of Wraith attack at its full strength, and then can also elect to do half its attacks at double its strength. So you're getting strength 10 hits on even a Land Raider that's weapon skill 1, so 3s to hit. That is just the the nuts, really. To be honest, you're going to throw any vehicle apart that you come to. What else do I like? Rage. Rage is now awesome, especially on things like Hormigants and again Trigons. Synapse range, don't even worry about it. Just leg those guys up the board, and then as soon as they get out of Synapse range, they're just going to not only charge the nearest unit, which I know is the same as it used to be, but you're getting 2 attacks extra, which is, awesome. The Flying Tyrant, he's tucked away in there. I love him now. You know, that extra move that you can do, is it the glide or the swoop? I can't remember which way around it goes, but the 24-inch move that you can do. I've used him a few times, and I've equipped him with 2 sets of Devourers. And you just basically fly him around the whole board, the whole game, just shooting people, and they can't get you if they haven't got any Skyfire weapons. It's beautiful. The new Psychic Powers, I wasn't convinced when they first came out that I was going to like them, but actually I love them. Especially Biomancy for Tyranids. It is absolutely beautiful. You know, you can give, say for instance, a Tervigon, if you get the Iron Arm. It's got plus D3 strength and toughness and warp speed. Them are beautiful. But I'll talk about them in another video. What else do I like? Toxin Sacks are beautiful now. If you give any of your monstrous creatures Toxin Sacks, especially ones that have got 2 sets of Scything Talons like Trigons. I keep mentioning Trigons because Trigons are beautiful now. You're basically going to get rerolls to hit and rerolls to wound. You know, that is just amazing. I can hear a car alarm. Oh, no, it's not my car. What else have we got? Bone Swords. I usually give these warrior guys down here Bone Swords, and the Shrieks a pair of Bone Swords. If I take one of these as a warrior prime, I generally give him a pair of Bone Swords as well. They were good in the last rules, but now with the whole AP on weapons, combat weapons, that just makes a massive difference now, because you don't get any kind of, save against them apart from your invulnerable save. So not really going to matter that much against the bloody Thunderhammer Terminators, I suppose, because they're still going to be hard as anything. But for gun Terminators, or just, a lot of models in general, they're going to hurt. And as well, again, monstrous creatures now being AP2 are beautiful at squashing things. Go back to the Trigons again. Trigons are just beautiful now, aren't they? They were great before, but now they're just so scary. Things that are not so useful with the new rules. I do think that the poor old Zoanthropes over here took a bit of a hit. I used to use Zoanthropes quite a lot as a sort of synaptic net for my army, and they'd also be my long-range firepower. But now with the fact that you don't get a invulnerable save against Perils of the Warp, which might not be a problem for you, but it seemed to be a problem for me all the time. I always seem to roll Perils of the Warp. They just don't seem like such a good unit to take anymore. Gene Stealers, again, they just don't seem like a very good unit to take anymore. I used to take them all the time in 4th and 5th edition rules, and now I just can't see a really legitimate way of using them. Lictors, again, sorry Lictors, I used to use them constantly, and now they basically appear. I suppose they give you a couple of abilities like, the +1 to your reserves and stuff, but for the 65 points I just think there's better units out there. And then my last little bitch would be Gargoyles, and this is more of a Codex bitch than anything. Why, when they brought out the new Tyranid Codex, why can you take a Tervigon as a troops choice if you take Gaunts, but if you take a Flying Hive Tyrant you can't take Gargoyles as a troop choice? That makes so much sense to me that you should be able to make Gargoyles a troops choice if you've got a Flying Hive Tyrant in your army. But hey, that's just the way it goes anyway, I guess. I don't write the rules. Yeah, so I hope I haven't bored anyone. This is just a quick video showing off what I've got. I'm going to make a couple more videos about some Tyranid tactics with the new rules and stuff like that. And yeah, there you go, folks. 10,000 points of nastiness that could destroy any planetary system for sure. So, thanks guys. Catch you soon.